What's up guys, welcome to Daily Dose of Reddit. This is your host, Zach, and today's subreddit is r/TalesOfNeckbeards. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell to never miss an episode. This story is called Skunk Beard, the Dumb and Racist Failure, Part 1. Hey, this is my first post on the subject of neckbeards. I've met quite a few throughout my life. Here is one of them that got on my nerves the most. Names have been changed for confidentiality. Here's the cast. Me, your somewhat sarcastic, smart, foul-mouthed protagonist. Naomi, a beautiful, curvy, nerdy Japanese girl, the object of the beard's affection, and my work friend to girlfriend. Skunk Beard, aka Mr. Nice Guy, Big Lacy Racist Butthole. Jake, my brother from another mother for life and always invited to the cookout. Boss. He's cool, but not that important to the story. Now, this story was a good while ago. I had been working for a thrift store that takes donations of clothing and crap load of other stuff. Jake, Naomi, and Skunkbeard had just been hired to work there. Jake, Skunkbeard, and I took in donations and sorted them. Naomi was in charge of pricing the stuff that was considered good enough to sell. I'm literally a big, husky, wisecracking black man with a mouth smarter than Stephen Hawking. Not intelligence-wise, but as in a wise guy, aka Bugs Bunny in human form. Or so my folks tell me. I'm usually the one that cracks jokes, making everybody laugh or start conversations of the nerd variety. Usually about anime, Marvel, DC, and many other things that are nerdy. Naomi was what some people call FOB or FOP, fresh off the boat or plane, despite what some people thought. Her English was flawless, but she still kinda had an accent. She was super nerdy despite how beautiful she looked. People would never have guessed that she could correct people on the true canon of the entire Dragon Ball series. Hubba hubba. Much to Skunkbeard's delight, Jake was your average 6-foot British guy, and oddly enough, he didn't have an accent. I know, it's weird. His father's accent is thicker than Kanye West's ego. Haha, just kidding. Last but not least, we have Skunkbeard. He was a typical nice guy, about 5'11", huge gut, greasy jet black hair, and smelled like baked beans and skunk booty. Which is why the name Skunk Beard. He was very lazy, talked and bragged non-stop, barely showed up on time, and worst of all, he would talk about weird and creepy-ass crap. Example, what if Trunks got with Pan and GT? That would be super hot, and who cares if she's a loli, it's not hurting anyone. Freaking nasty, the character, she's like 12 and Trunks is like 18 to 20. He constantly kept hitting on random girls in the store, mostly short Asian girls, and getting rejected harshly. This particular situation that happened was about 2 months of them working there. It was our break time, so we decided to have a discussion on the Black Panther movie. Black Panther in general, conversation.
I really like the Black Panther. His suit is so cool and advanced.
I know, right? It's made of vibranium and sends out kinetic energy pulses. I love the casting for the movie, especially with the villain, Killmonger.
I really like Chadwick as T'Challa. He was so handsome and was absolutely perfect for the role. Marvel better keep him. Oh, please. Black Panther was terrible. There was hardly any white people there, and it was so unrealistic. What a waste of film. They could have done another movie about Captain America, or maybe a sexy female hero like Mantis or Black Widow.
He said that with an uppity and I'm better than you tone. Seriously, it's a movie about African tribes based in the Marvel Universe. It's fiction. It's supposed to be unrealistic, fool. Knowing him, he probably said it to get a rise out of me, but before I could clap back and check him, Naomi steps up and tells him off.
What are you even saying? Did you even see the movie? It has a predominantly black cast because it's set in Africa. With your backwards logic, that would be like Kevin complaining about a movie set in feudal Japan and asking where all the Africans are at. It wouldn't make sense. It's okay you don't like the movie, but at least make a real argument.
She literally could destroy someone with her wits alone.
Jeez, just stating a fact.
It's not a fact. It's an opinion. Learn the difference.
Whatever. So anyway, I was gonna go see if you and I could go see a real movie tomorrow, m'lady.
It was at this moment I didn't think people like him, neckbeards, actually say m'lady. I thought it was beaver sausage and people on Reddit were just exaggerating a bit, but whoop, there it is.
No, thank you. OP is showing me around town tomorrow.
Rejection excuse number one, and understanding her situation, I played along because I didn't think it would get crazy, or so I thought.
Okay, maybe next time.
He got up from his chair in a huff and walked away with a defeated look in his eyes. Then he directs his gaze at me with a death glare. He didn't say it, but I've seen enough anime and old classic cartoons to know what it meant. You win this round, or you haven't seen the last of me. After that interaction, this led to many weeks of him trying to holler at her, and she's just trying to ignore and reject him in the kindest way possible to spare his feelings. She was a sweet person, like Starfire from the original Teen Titans suite. Yes, that's sweet, y'all.
Screw Teen Titans, go!
He would literally buy her chocolates and all sorts of snacks during our breaks to the point where she got uncomfortable and started skipping her break, or at least take it 10 minutes later than she was supposed to, until the manager caught on and pulled me to the side and asked me what was up. This is how the conversation went down. Hey OP, why is Naomi not taking her breaks on time? You did tell the newbies to follow the schedules as they're posted, he said with a stern tone. It's because she's trying to avoid Skunkbeard. Why is she trying to avoid him? Nothing personal, but you'll have to ask her. That's not my business to tell. That, and I don't want any of the other coworkers to be up in her business and spreading gossip. I understand how you feel. Can you tell her to come to the office? I have to take care of something real quick if you don't mind. No problem, boss. I proceed to go get her as instructed. As I walked past the water fountain, turned the corner, at the end of this long-ass hallway, I see Skunkbeard standing in front of her, with his hand against the wall, like that serious anime guy pose, where they want to ask the girl out or confess but won't take no for an answer. A gang-style don or wall pin, not sure what it's called. It just looked lame and stupid as After processing what was happening, I ran over to them, getting Skunkbeard to lower his guard when he realized I was coming toward them, and when there was an opening, she darted towards me, with such a freaked out and disgusted look on her face like she just smelled 5-day-old chitterlings. I say chitlins, they are cooked hog intestines in case y'all were wondering what that is, and trust me, they smell awful when you leave them out. And I let her know the boss wants to see her in his office. After she walks away to see the boss, I gave Skunkbeard the 3rd degree. Dude, what the fuck did you do to her, man?
I was just asking her out to dinner, and I was nothing but nice to her, but she won't give me a chance. I guess she can't handle a gentleman like me. She should be honored that a nice guy like me approached her instead of some butthole.
Dude, did you not see the look in her eyes? She's not interested, and what you were doing is the most ungentlemanlike thing you could have possibly done. You need to sit with that, oh, I'm such a nice guy and that's why girls don't like me bullcrap. Frick out of here with that mess.
Screw you. She's just not used to nice guys like me that won't treat her like crap. Guys like you always treat them like crap, only so you can hump them and dump them after you get what you want from them.
I was baffled at the absolute stupidity that came out of his mouth. I was about to go off on him and decided to stop being nice and tell him the flip-flappin' truth, but kept my cool. One of the most difficult things I've ever done. Dude, what the actual front door are you talking about? Real nice guys don't pin girls up against the wall like in some crap tier anime scene. I don't abuse women, and not every guy is like that. Have you really seen yourself lately? No means no, dude. If you want a girlfriend, then here's some advice. But before I could get a chance to rip this fool a new one, I heard the boss calling over loudspeaker. Skunkbeard, report to the manager's office right now. Uh-oh, somebody in trouble. He heads to the office just as she's walking out. Skunkbeard and manager were in the office for like 30 minutes. He is then seen leaving and going to his car. We didn't see him for like a week. During that week of no Skunkbeard, I took Naomi out to a restaurant and for ice cream to make her feel better about what happened. She was really shook up about it, but she also explains that this isn't her first rodeo when it comes to creeps and smelly weirdos. I tell her I wasn't surprised by that in the slightest. After a while, we ended up chilling and hanging out more often for a few days out of the week, getting to know each other and swapping stories. The week comes and goes, and he comes back to work with a write-up for inappropriate conduct towards a coworker and suspended him without pay. The only reason he didn't get fired is because he didn't actually put his hands on her, or at least that's what they say they saw on camera. Personally, I thought that was a load of bullcrap. Then again, working here as long as I have, I've noticed it's really hard to get fired from there. So another 2 months pass after the incident. He didn't actually do much or speak to us for a while, unless it was work-related. Until after that one crazy workday. It happened so fast. We were closing up for the night, heading to our cars, and out of the blue, Naomi asks me out. Jake and Skunkbeard are standing a few feet away and overhears this in the parking lot. The conversation went like this.
Hey, OP, you want to go see Infinity War with me on Saturday?
She knew we were both off that day, and at the time, it had been a week since Infinity War came out. Oh, hell yeah, I'll go with you. I'm dying to see it. I was overexcited because most of my life, I asked the girl out, not the other way around. What? I'm a nerd, after all. What did you expect? Don't judge me. Hey, can me and Shayna, his girlfriend, come with you guys? We'll make it a double date. It's cool with me. What about you, Naomi?
I don't mind at all.
Blushing with a bright smile. Skunkbeard's stinky ass hears this and slowly processes what's going on. He gets mad as frankfurters. Shocker! Then begins to go on a rant and gets pretty offensive. I crap y'all not. He actually said this crap in public.
What the fuck? Girls are so freaking fickle. You go out with him but won't date me?
Dude, what the fuck is your deal, man? She doesn't want you. Get over it.
Spoken like a true freaking beta male barnacle.
Dude, seriously? Like you're one to talk. You're the one acting like a little whiny bimbo because you can't get your way. Grow the fuck up.
Shut the forest up. She probably only wants to date you because you're black. She's a little rice bimbo who's probably a floozy for Black Richards anyway.
Dude, you really did not just say that crap. What the fuck is wrong with you? Bruh, what the fuck does race have to do with it? She doesn't want to date you. Get the frickin' schmickin' over yourself, you racist prick. Say one more disrespectful thing about her, and I'll punch you in your mother-loving jaw. Jake steps in to hold me back because he got to know me a little, and he knows I may joke a lot, but if you piss me off, it's gonna take like 6 people to pull me off of whoever happens to pick a fight with me. I may be a nerd, but I learned Muay Thai from my dad. In the past, I gave a few bullies a big surprise. In other words, I was ready if he tried anything. OP, calm down. He ain't worth it. Naomi has the blankest and most nervous expression on her face. Now, I'm no mind reader, but I could tell she really didn't want to put up with this crap. I was about to step up, tell him off, and punch him in the face, but she hardened her heart and told him straight up why she didn't want to date him. In the most savage way possible, she stumbled with her words, like you can tell she didn't like confrontation. And despite that calm, sweet voice of hers, she still managed to raise her voice and roast him pretty good. She says,
"Look, you racist piece of crap. No means no. I don't want to date you, let alone be anywhere close to you because you smell terrible. You're very lazy even though your job is super easy to do. You claim to be a nice guy, but the last time I checked, real nice guys don't whine when they don't get their way like spoiled little kids or put girls in corners. Do me a favor and leave me the hell alone."
After hearing all that, he just loses it and starts crying. Then gets in his car and yells, "Screw you, racial slur for Asian people." Yeah, I'm not repeating that.
"You're freaking lost."
3 days later, he avoided us like the plague and he quit. But that wasn't the end of it. I have other stories about him trying to get between me and Naomi and what he tried to do to Naomi's little sister. That's it for this story, and if anyone on YouTube does a video on this story, you have my permission to use it. Hey! Shout out to Custer, Walter Fate, Moonhorse, hey, I know Moonhorse, and Fun with Failure. Part 2 coming soon. Here I am, waiting for the day I get a Reddit shout out. Probably not gonna happen, but it's okay. I'll shout myself out. Shout out to Zach. You're pretty cool sometimes. Anyways, on a serious note, good story, my man, good story. I appreciate your affinity for Dragon Ball, and also your girlfriend's affinity for Dragon Ball. In fact, I appreciate everyone's affinity for Dragon Ball. And I appreciate you even more if you have an affinity for Dragon Ball, like the original Dragon Ball with Kid Goku and Puar and Yamcha and Oolong and that nasty perv Master Roshi, who despite being absolutely disgusting and committing multiple crimes, has not been Me Too'd. I'm baffled as to how he hasn't, but that's neither here nor there. Anyways, Skunkbeard, well, there's not much left to say at this point. OP and GF here did a sufficient job in describing the average neckbeard, but I'm curious about the whole thing with Naomi's little sister because, don't mess with the little sister, man. That's just messed up, man. My blood's a-boiling now. Also, Skunkbeard, good name, my friend. Alrighty, folks, protect your nipples because here we have a twist. My soon-to-be husband is a neckbeard. Dun dun dun! Okay, I know what you're thinking from the title. What did this poor girl get herself into? Well, I'll tell you. I was listening to stories on YouTube and heard the description of a neckbeard. That's when I came to the realization that my soon-to-be husband is a neckbeard, but not the creepy type. He is almost every sense of the word neckbeard. Looks-wise, he has the full-on neckbeard. He's starting to come around to shaving more, though. He dresses in button-up shirts. He wears a freaking fedora. He used to have a trench coat, but I bought him a leather jacket of which he now wears. Acne, which is getting better as we do weekly face masks together. The only thing looks-wise he's not is fat, because, well, he physically can't get fat because he has a medical condition. He also does not smell bad, as he does take showers every other night. Personality-wise is the same too. Socially awkward, can't pick up on social cues, and overly confident about things he shouldn't be. And yes, a lot of m'ladies and shall we this and shall we that. He is obsessed over My Little Pony. He plays Magic the Gathering and other card games as well as a lot of video games. He is also crazy about all things anime and Japanese. However, despite all of this, I do, in fact, love him with all my heart. He treats me right, not in a pervy way like most, and I do like a lot of the stuff he's into. I find him cute in his own dorkish way. We just kind of clicked when we met. He's also an amazing father, and I am super excited to marry him next summer. Note, yes, I know it's not your typical neckbeard story, but when I realized I was marrying one, I lost my crap laughing. My soon-to-be husband asked what was up, and I came out with, between laughs, yeah, neck, beard. He looked at me confused, so I explained the explanation of what that meant. And he looks at me and says, "Wow, I guess I am one." And we both continue laughing. Hey, while I do have an aversion for grown men liking little girls' TV shows, it's true. If it's not hurting anybody, like his lifestyle is, not hurting anyone, then who cares? Do your thing. If he treats you right, then do it. Obviously, I know you're just letting everyone know because everyone expects the neckbeard to be the bad guy in this story. But here he is, just a guy who loves a girl and they're marrying each other, and that's a beautiful thing, even though he likes My Little Pony. Even though he likes My Little Pony. Oh God, he likes My Little Pony. Okay, it's a joke, calm down. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell to never miss an episode.